And welcome everybody to another edition of Chatted Up Sports here the day after the College Football 2026 National Championship. To my right, Malcolm Harris. We'll do that. We'll do it right one day.
God,
the podcast listeners, me and Malcolm never got a dap right. Chase is behind the camera, and Greg is in northern Alabama. Before we get into the National Championship recap, a little NFL instant mock draft, a new secret mini segment, and a NBA buy or sell. Chase, hit it. And once again, we are live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Not Instagram this time because Instagram's a little diva. She requires some extra tender love and care. Mm-hmm. So we said, forget it. We're going to do our own thing today. Malcolm, how are you, buddy?
I'm great, bro. It's good to be home. I mean, had a nice night watching the national championship game. It's a great game.
I heard your wallet may not have had the greatest time.
It's all right. It's why we bounce back. It's why we live for tomorrow, man.
Got a lot of college basketball, a lot of March Madness upcoming?
Yeah. We'll bounce back. Good. We're all good.
Greg, fun hate watch this week?
It was a real fun hate watch. I said the Rams would do it. They almost got some more Caleb Williams magic. So it was a fantastic weekend for me all around. I got a chance to be in Chattanooga a little bit this weekend, which was fun. Saw the studio, saw Chase, saw Lil Gracie, saw Hannah. Unfortunately, I didn't see you guys, but it was a great weekend.
Dude, that's awesome. Good to hear. Would you have gone for two with that team if you were the Bears at the end of regulation there?
Yes, and frankly, I'm surprised that Ben Johnson didn't do that. And there were many a times where even in the first matchup against the Packers, I was thinking, okay, they get this score. They're going for two. Again, they get it. They're going to go for two. And in that game against the Rams, I am very surprised since they had the momentum that they didn't go for two. And again, Ben Johnson's supposed to be this guy, this big time gambler. And you saw him go for on fourth down a bunch in that game in the wild card round against the Packers and then in that divisional round against the Rams. But I kind of felt like his butthole sort of tightened up just a little bit.
See, I personally emphatically
just enjoy that imagery.
I disagree with that, with your take. And the reason is because in overtime, both teams get a chance to have a touch at the ball due to Josh Allen, who ironically has never made good on the reason the rule was changed just for him. But we'll get into that. But yeah, I personally think that you don't go for the jugular there. I think you play it in because that's never successful. The last time I've seen it was the Rams and the Seahawks. But that normally doesn't. It's not the case, and I don't want to leave it to chance. I'd rather have a full sustained drive from my guys to go and punch it in. That's just me.
No, and then look what happened. Throwing the interception. When you got Caleb Williams, you get the good with the real bad. So I would have taken the good right there because, again, you never know what you might get from him.
See, I just think that's some Packer in you right now.
No, I'm saying it's true. I mean, he throws big interceptions. He has thrown big interceptions.
Gregory.
Yeah.
That was the best throw I have ever seen in my life to Cole Kmet with the game on the line on fourth down.
I've seen much better from Aaron Rodgers.
Not on his best day, bro. I've never seen Aaron Rodgers run 15 yards behind him, heave it up, and have a wide open receiver in the end zone. Maybe that little thing to Jordy Nelson. Maybe.
I'm gonna pull it up because I've got one in mind, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is. And I'm gonna grab it and I'll make you watch it.
I'm sorry.
No,
It's
fine. No, it's
man, you're not gonna sit here,
it's a long introduction.
Yeah.
While Greg pulls that up, Chase, some big news out of Nashville last night. While Fernando Mendoza and Kirk Cignetti and company were celebrating. What's up, dude? What's the vibe check?
Robert Saleh.
Good old Robert Saleh.
What's crazy is people are very excited about it. I think they just don't know because we found our guy. Like he's gonna give you some rah-rah moments. I don't know. I try to give him a little bit of pass because how bad the Jets are, right? Like the Jets are really bad. That organization.
They just infect everything.
Horrible organization.
It's just the worst organization.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'm hoping that he can also take our terrible organization, learn some things, But we better get an awesome OC out of this. This has to be one of those like tandem pairings. Like Mike McDaniel is rumored to come with him because, hey, they work together. Let's bring it on. I could use some help. I got a good quarterback. We think that Cam's the guy. You need this package deal. And I hope those extra interviews with Mike and all that stuff was a part of this deal. Because otherwise, I think this is like a C- higher at best. That's only because I'm like giving upside that might be there. Because you're talking about one of the best defensive coordinators. I mean, they were still like 13th in total defense without Fred Warner and Nick Bosa. That's nasty.
Yeah, bro.
Nasty. But we got a long ways to go, man. And as a leader of men, 20 and 36 for the Jets, that ain't gonna cut it, dog. I don't know. There are two guys out there, I guess. You guys have one in the Atlanta Falcons, Stefanski, and then obviously Harbaugh. So that could not have been more awkward. I'm glad you guys didn't see this. Look at this. I'm just going to show you guys the aftermath. It just gets all more awkward. Worse. But all that to say, you better bring a package deal. You better get a lot of good coordinators, a lot of good position coaches. I like Robert, but Bob's going to have to bring it. He's got a long ways to go. And this $100 million free money. We got a lot to spend. A decent draft pick. We're going to get into the mock draft here in a little bit. Low end grade for me, unless we get like a McDaniels as an OC.
I mean, he does. I mean, he does challenge. He challenges Phillip Rivers for most kids in the NFL. I think he's got double digits too.
Does he really?
It's close. Yeah, it's at least 7. I know Robert Saleh has at least 7 kids. So I mean, you're really bringing in a family man, and if you attack him, Chase, you're attacking not only a coach but a father. So just remember that whenever you guys are 4-12 next year. Is that upside that we're thinking?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 7 kids. Yeah.
That's strong.
I'm never going to put a bald man down. Ever. Never going to get that out of me.
That's tough, boys.
I don't think Saul is awful. I just think that he has clear shortcomings and clear things that did not exactly work in the Jets tenure. But we'll see, man. It's a little bit early to comment all over it because 1, you're right, he has an hired staff, and 2, you guys do have $100 million, and 3, you have to make the most important draft pick in Titans history in a while. So, I mean, I guess last year, but
I guess last year was
they were going to take. So I'm talking about like a pick who you legitimately can go a lot of different ways because you don't want to start Malik Hooker again on this team. So
oh gosh, no,
not a big fan.
No way.
I mean, it's fine for a little while. He just got worse after the contract.
Yeah. So that is the Titans head coach situation. Moving on. Last night.
I'm ready. Can we? I'm ready.
Yeah, pull it up.
Go ahead. Show us the best Rodgers throw of all time. I'm hoping this. Oh yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. Awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Got to be. For those who are watching, yeah.
Incredible.
For those listening,
for those who are listening on the podcast app, that is the Jordy Nelson throw as time.
That is not Jordy Nelson. That is Jeff Janis.
Really?
Jeff,
get your white guys right, dude.
Come on.
I was actually thinking of the Richard Rodgers one. I believe that's against the Seahawks. That one's probably my favorite one of his.
The Richard Rodgers one was against the Lions.
Lions. Okay. All right. Well,
was that the Hail Mary?
The Hail Mary.
Yeah,
right?
the Hail Mary.
Yeah. Okay.
Love it.
All right. Well, at the same time that the Titans were signing a new head coach, there was a new national champion crown. Greg, we'll start with you, buddy. Man, what a game, dude. What a really a fantastic product just as a college football fan. But what jumped out to you initially? What consistent themes did you see throughout the game that gave Indiana the W?
You know what? It was a really fun game to watch, especially in the second quarter. A little slow going there. I think what really stood out to me was just how good Miami's defense was and how up to the task they were. And again, you get a score on a special teams play that was poorly blocked up by Miami, and then the kicker happens to roll that way. Of course, the blocker maybe doesn't know that he's rolling that way. To me, that was the big game changer. And this could have been an entirely different game if it weren't for that specific play, that specific punt block. We might not see Fernando Mendoza have those signature big moments. But the one thing that really stood out to me about this game was that Indiana has the head coach that everybody in the country wishes that they had. That man has huevos, cojones, whatever you want to call them, going for it consistently on fourth down. As they say, scared money don't make money, and he was not scared to go out there and lose that game. He wasn't going to play timid within this game. He went out there and rolled the dice numerous times with his Heisman Trophy winning quarterback. They made incredible calls. He made incredible throws, the back shoulder, that run that scored the touchdown there late in the fourth quarter. I mean, the coaching decisions and the coaching job that was done, and the way that they were able to bottle up Malachi Toney, except for that one play, of course, when he's always good for that one play, but they did a good job for the most part bottling him up. But just the cojones on Curt Cignetti to stay true to himself. And every football fan watching wishes that they had a coach that would consistently do that. Again, it doesn't mean that it always works out. And I'm not saying it was the sole reason that they won this game, but you need that guy who's not going to be afraid of the fallout if that decision doesn't work out. Curt Cignetti to me just doesn't seem like that guy. It worked out a couple of times for him. Again, you put the ball in the right hands of the man who just won the Heisman Trophy at the quarterback position, and you look at his statistics from last night, and you're thinking, man, this guy didn't have that great of a game. Miami's defense is legit, and it's going to be legit. And you're hoping that Mario Cristobal has finally turned a corner because, and you guys may have seen something differently, but there was nothing in this game that kind of left me scratching my head about like, why in the world did Mario Cristobal do that? Like, he's the one who lost them this game. To me, there was nothing on the coaching side that lost them this game. It was more of the better team just won it. And that's what you love to see out of a national championship game. Comes down to the final drive. You're thinking maybe who has the ball last. But, of course, that Indiana defense makes a great play on a Carson Beck throw that obviously he wishes he had back. So those are the things that stood out to me. Team of destiny for Indiana. And Hoosier Nation was living it up last night. They're probably going to be plowed down for a while now.
Dude, might as well. They've had 100+ years of irrelevance in college football. One of the older programs that's been just a cellar dweller for years. Cignetti said in the pregame, I don't know if you guys caught it. He said Miami's a great team. They're going to make some plays. We already know that. He's like, we just got to make one more, and they did. They made one more play than Miami, and that's all it came down to. Because how big would that false start have been if Miami goes on to punch it in? Yeah, I mean that would have been massive. That guy's like I think he was like a captain, a leader of their team. I mean that would have been one thing. That would have been something that keeps you up at night forever. I mean that would have been huge. But I mean I thought it was pretty well played by both teams, and the announcers even talked, Jason, in the beginning about how Indiana has blocked, 8 punts while he's been there in 2 years? That's nuts. That's crazy talk.
Nuts. And what's so funny, too, is Miami did exactly what we thought they would do. You got Fletcher 122 yards, kind of dominated. The big run early, you're like, oh, we're back in this. And they used, blanking on his name.
C.J. Daniels?
No, CJ.
Marion?
No, they're main stud wide receiver.
Oh, Malachi Toney.
Yeah. Malachi Toney. Yes, they used Toney in all the gadget ways. It worked sometimes, didn't work a lot. But it's like they did the best they could do with what they had. And you're like, oh, they need one more weapon, and they just couldn't do it.
They needed, what they really needed was Beck to make a throw. I mean, do you guys agree with? I mean, that was ultimately what this game came down to, because when you're, like, as you've said, when you're trying to scheme this gadget open, it's you kind of admit that you can't do it the traditional way, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, I didn't see a throw all night that I was like, man, impressive from Carson Beck.
The first third down throw.
Yeah, I was going to say the first third down, but that throw
was that one across the middle?
That was over to the fly to the corner.
Okay, yeah.
That was
the CJ Daniels.
Yeah, that was
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was a good throw.
Yeah,
but I was going to say, if I was Carson, I would have got last night too, because it looked like he had a one-on-one, and that other safety over top just bolted over y'all. Like, he completely kind of not abandoned his assignment, but if y'all didn't notice, like on the opposite side, that receiver was naked. And it looked like, okay, like this was a bust, but in all reality, the guy just literally bolted to the football and just made a play on the football. Because he had one-on-one. Yeah, it was
Incredible
just a
respect.
really, really good play by the Indiana defender. And I know Carson's getting a lot of slack on social media, but like, bro, like that would have got me too. And yes, could have been thrown better, yeah, towards the pylon for sure. But looking back at it multiple times, because I had some reasons too.
Yeah. Just throwing it out there.
I was like, okay, this would have got me too, because the coverage was really, really, really good.
Did you guys think too? Like, it almost looked like that guy was just like a decoy route. They're like, oh, he just kept running. He was like,
I don't even think he was looking for the ball.
He wasn't.
No.
And I mean, Beck 232 touchdown and interception, but you're talking about a defense last week that ate a potential top 5 draft pick, or was supposed to be a top 5 draft pick for lunch. I mean, Beck didn't have a bad game. Like, I don't think he was the sole reason they lost this game.
No.
By any means. I thought he did exceptionally well at managing the pocket. And then you're right about the CJ Daniels throw. It's just, I think with him, the upside, does that make sense? Like the upside of what plays you can call, they're just not there. And that against a good defense.
The unit that really cost Miami a national championship was special teams. That's a 10-point swing.
Yeah.
You have a missed field goal. You also have a blocked punt. And did y'all notice the punter was off all night for Miami? It looked weird.
Yeah.
Every time he had a punt, it was just a little off. He was a little
The timing felt weird. You're right. Yeah.
Like it just felt like a smidge off every single time he went back there for a punt. I'm like, and I was thinking at halftime, I'm like, yo, they're gonna get one, because they got closer and closer. I'm like, oh, Indiana's gonna get one, and sure enough, they got one.
Yeah, he did that weird. He held it. It was really the first punt, and I was like, that felt weird. I didn't know what it was in my mind.
But like subconsciously,
yeah.
You're
like, that's a tick too long for this Indiana defense, bro. They're coming.
100%.
Yeah, Mendoza, probably one of the better pure football guys, like football guys that we've seen in the last couple of years. Like, guy that just loves being out there. That I'm not sure they gave him a dime in NIL after watching all of his interviews. I mean, he's an exceptional media presence because he's just so raw.
Sweet boy.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely loves his mother. I mean, come on, guys. And he's going to go to Las Vegas. I mean, man, that's going to be quite the mix.
How do you guys think he fits in there?
Well, I mean, they did have Derek Carr, who was like, Derek Carr's kind of the closest to Mendoza that we've seen as far as interview presence, of just kind of like not holding anything back and kind of being not the alpha nerd, but being kind of where like, oh boy, it's kind of like having a conversation with this guy, I guess. But I don't know. Michael, what do you think? You think he fits in well?
If I'm the Vegas brass, I honestly think about a King's ransom. I don't think I want this guy after last night and just body of work. And I know that's just, oh my God, we're passing on Fernando Mendoza. I think I do, bro.
Yeah. So if you get Mendoza, it's Mendoza, Bowers, Genty. Do they have a young wide receiver that I'm missing?
Dante Thornton, Tennessee's very
young. And Trey Tucker. But
so you have a high upside wide receiver 3.
High upside.
Dude, chuck it deep.
Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
Michael, that's fine. Yeah, Michael Mayer.
Michael Mayer. Oh, yeah, you got the double tight end set.
Is Amir Abdullah their backup? Backup running back?
Easier, we chat it up.
I mean, it's all garbage behind Ashton Genty. You got to worry about that offensive line. That's why I don't think I love your idea, actually, Mig. Like, you and I usually aren't on the same page when it comes to football, but
sure are not.
They need to trade that number 1 pick for a King's ransom, because there are way too many holes, and Fernando Mendoza is not going to be able to plug all of those holes up and overcome a lot of things like you've seen Patrick Mahomes do in the past, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, like the great of the greats. And I'm not, again, it's unfair of me to compare him to them at this point in his career, because he's not even in the league yet. But at this point, there are so many different holes that the Raiders need to fill. Why not trade the number 1 overall pick? Somebody will get an incredible person and what we think is a really good quarterback to run their offense and their franchise. But it should not be the Las Vegas Raiders. That is not the fit. And you guys mentioned, Derek Carr. I feel like Derek Carr has a little bit more of an edge to him.
It's not a one.
Fernando Mendoza just seems like the good old boy, loves Jesus, loves his family, that is not a place. Las Vegas is not a place for that boy at all.
I know who it's a place for. Because if I'm the GM, I'm picking up the phone. If I'm really Tom Brady, I'm like, all right, hey Baltimore, I'm gonna give you the first overall pick. I'm gonna give you Brock Bowers. I'm gonna give you next year's first pick.
They wouldn't give up
Bowers.
No way.
They just signed
for Lamar Jackson.
I'm literally going to go get Lamar. Any means necessary.
I don't think you can give up Brock. I mean,
why not?
Because he's 20. What is he? 24?
Yeah,
25.
It's your only option that he would have to throw to him and Michael Mayer.
Bro, I'm trying to fill seats. People not coming to see Brock.
Well,
Bowers,
Lamar's going to die if they don't put an offensive line in front of him. He's literally going to die. He can't stay on the field in Baltimore. You think he's going to stay on the field in Las Vegas? No way. Geno couldn't survive it.
I don't know a single member of their offensive line. Like normally I can think of offensive linemen like at least one per team. Like
I think of Richie Incognito, and he's probably been retired for like 3 years.
Richie Incognito. Oh, okay. I was about to say I don't think he's in the league.
I just don't understand why this big transition has happened to Vegas, and you're just gonna have just a really bad football team.
I don't know a single one of those players.
Hey, I know one left guard, man.
Dylan Parham. I don't know.
No, keep going.
Oh, Antonio.
Keep going a little bit.
That's right, baby.
Yeah.
That's
yes,
right.
sir. Shout out to the CEO, baby.
Oh man! All right.
Sean.
Well, we've already kind of started it, but that's a good segue into our next segment. We're gonna move on from the national championship into what we're titling it the NFL Instant Mock Draft. It's really not. Don't take this too serious. We're not gonna mock the whole first round. We're just gonna talk about some prospects. So we've talked about Mendoza. Anybody that you could see trading up for this pick that would be a better spot for him? Like, what about the Cardinals? Is that not because the Cardinals are kind of like, I don't know if you guys feel this way, but I care so little about what the Arizona Cardinals do at all times. Like, I feel like they're the team that NFL fans care the least about. Would that be anybody? Would that be a good fit?
Yes, I think the Cardinals or possibly the Dolphins. You know, you're talking about a new head coach and what's his name from the Packers, defensive coordinator, I'm blanking on his name, Halfley. Signed there. I know you have Tua, but Tua is fragile as a China doll.
He's gone. Did you see the new GM?
He's leaving too. Yeah, like he don't want to be there. Like to me, it's Miami or Arizona if we're talking in the top 12.
Yeah, but I think I'm not gonna lie. I think they're gonna take Mendoza no matter what. Like I know we've sat here and we said they should not do that, but I just in this quarterback centric league, like if you have the chance to get a quarterback who everybody thinks is that much better than the next option, I think they're going to do it. I think the Raiders are going to do it, which it may not be the smartest thing, but I can't see them unless you're right, unless Malcolm or Greg, you're right. Somebody brings in, 2-3 first round picks. Is that the going right now?
King's ransom, like for sure. Like the deal that Bryce and the Carolina Panthers did for Chicago to get Caleb Williams and all those pieces, like that's the type of haul that you're talking about. Is like, all right, like we need really a King's ransom for this pick.
Sure.
Because I think when you are handing the keys over to the franchise, and I mean this, I have been wrong before because say for example, like Atlanta transitioning from Mike Vick, then going to Matt Ryan. Like people are real like, dude, we do not want Matt Ryan. This sucks. But he was the best quarterback to ever play for the Atlanta Falcons. So it's like, you never know. I guess you almost have to take him. But I'm with G, man. It's not going to make that much impact.
I kind of wonder about Arizona. Arizona is such a good idea because if you're done with the Kyler Murray thing,
which I think they are, because they benched him for Jacoby Brissett. Like, is there any other like Jacoby Brissett for the Patriots last year was unwatchable. Like they were trying to keep Drake May off the field, and they could not. What?
Jacoby wasn't terrible. Jacoby opened up Michael Wilson a lot. He utilized
I'm sorry,
McBride a bunch.
For the Patriots.
He was talking about last year.
I'm sorry.
I got you.
I'm saying it's more meaning on Murray than it is Jacoby Brissett. Because you're right. He had a pretty good year in Arizona. And he looked better than Kyler Murray for most of the year.
Way better. So if you go up and you trade for Mendoza, it's Mendoza, Trey McBride. Obviously, like you mentioned, G, Wilson's come along.
Hey,
Marvin Harris.
don't forget about Maserati. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
man.
you,
Forget about Maserati.
Hey now.
Struggle.
Do you trade Kyler Murray in that deal? Do you try to lessen some of the pick flow?
If especially, if you're Vegas, just go ahead and take a stash. They want off that contract. That would probably mean you have to trade something weird.
Probably Geno, right? Geno has another year.
Oh, yeah. So you just trade quarterbacks plus you get picks.
Yeah.
A ton. I mean, that'd still be a lot of picks.
At least two. At least two first,
two
right?
first,
Yeah.
plus Kyler. So at least you have a starting quarterback. He'll put butts in seats for a few minutes.
First 4 games
Yeah.
of the year.
First
until he
4
disappears.
dude, the Kyler Murray first 4 games is really nice.
Yeah, it's
fantasy.
interesting, and they're always like 1-3.
Yeah,
But it's a fun time.
and he plays them close, and it's never Kyler's fault. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, it's actually Kyler's fault. Yeah, like after a while, you're just like, this is only so much I can do. But if you have Kyler in fantasy for the first 4 weeks, it's usually pretty good. And I think it'll be the same way if he goes to Vegas.
He is still under contract for a couple years.
Yeah. So
what is it, 3?
But how?
He's got 2 more on his deal this upcoming year, 2027, which will be 30. And then there's a club option for 2028. And then on 2029, he's an undrafted free agent, or an unrestricted free agent.
Dang.
Wow.
But
so you got some control there in Vegas. Again, like that wouldn't be a bad transition quarterback over the next couple of years until you maybe find somebody who's a better fit for that organization. And again, you suck next year. There's a bleep ton of quarterbacks coming out next year.
And you may be able to get somebody just as seasoned as Mendoza at a way lower pick value, to where you're talking like maybe mid first round if you're going to be picking there, if you think that you can win 6-7 games. Oh man, dang it, I did it. Yeah, if you think you can, yeah, I know.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, if you think you win 7 games with Kyler Murray, but all right, moving on.
Go ahead.
You got one more?
I was going to say, like, can we pull up this draft real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So the next prospect I want to discuss with you guys also played in last night's game. I thought he was the most physically imposing and impressive player on the field. It's Ruben Bain. I think Bain is actually mocked a little bit lower than a guy like Arvell Reese out of Ohio State. And even in some mock drafts, I've seen him behind guys like David Bailey, which I don't quite understand. But man, I think if Bain's there at 4, Chase, for the Titans, you snatch him immediately. I don't even think it's a question, right?
Yeah, and I don't really know why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't make any sense from a perspective of best player available. And I guess with Saleh, you're going to get a little different defense. I think the way it's played with Jeff right now, you don't want to take anything too weird as far as like another defensive tackle and the way they've had their defense structured. But now with Saleh, I think you're going to get somebody that's like, hey, let's just get the best dog we can. And dude, him on that run defense last night, golly bum. I kind of forget his get off is so fast.
Yeah.
It's insane. I'm like, This guy is going to be so special. Your secondary can be pretty mediocre if you have 2 guys like him and Jeff Simmons. Pretty mediocre, boys.
It's true. I mean, you just get after the quarterback. I mean, is there anybody legitimately, Chase, that if the Titans took there at number 4 over Ruben Bain, if Ruben Bain's still there, because obviously if there is going to be trades, we don't know what the team sliding is going to look like. But is there anyone there that you could even justify, like, oh, I get why we took them over Ruben Bain there?
2 people.
Okay.
Number 1, Caleb Downs.
Yeah.
Because you believe he's just the best football player available.
Mm-hmm.
Like we were talking about before the show. It's just take the best dude. You compared him to Kyle Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
Like, what if he is Kyle Hamilton, dude? Like, you're getting this, not just a Swiss Army knife, you're getting like the most badass Swiss Army knife in the world. You know? You're just like,
if you notice in the NFL, really, really good defenses always have one thing in common. They have really good safeties. They just do. Every single good defense has an awesome back end. And it's just,
we all love a good back end.
Like like Xavier Watt, all NFL.
You know, Xavier McKinney,
Jesse
Bates.
Yeah. But just saying, like Caleb Downs to me, like, should not go past 4.
And the other one would be if you really, really convince yourself you just need a wide receiver.
Hey.
No, Jordan Tyson.
Ooh. I don't know. I don't know if I could justify that
I
one.
think
in my
Mekhi
mind.
Lemon's better. I do.
The only thing that I like Lemon better. I'm afraid he may just be a better college football player than Tyson. He gets away with a lot of bad tackling. That's his yak is unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's what I worry about is like that doesn't always translate. It can. Not always is this thought process right, but he just got like there's such bad tackling in the middle of that Big Ten pack that I'm like, I can't. That ain't gonna happen in the NFL, dude.
I'm filled up.
I mean, and listen, as somebody that gets to watch the worst tackling in the league in the Tennessee Titans, outside of one player, you still can't get away with that. I mean, Lemon was such an awesome player, and I told you guys I went off for him this year, but I think Tyson would just be a better NFL guy. Tate's another one. Why would you not take Ohio State wide receiver? But I'd still think like Baines to me is such a better football player, and we have so many needs. Why not just take the best guy? Like we're not in a position to just select and choose. Go use your $100 million for wide receivers.
Can I ask you something?
Please.
If hypothetically, the music goes out for the NFL draft in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
With the number 4 overall pick, the Tennessee Titans select Jeremiah Love, running back, Notre Dame. What do you do?
Welcome to Tennessee.
Are you pissed?
I'm not upset.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You're not mad. You're not mad at Jeremiah Love. It's just you just know it's so far of a reach because of the position. I would love it because also he would be awesome. He would be amazing. Like he's gonna be a really good NFL guy. But it's just like it's not a position like Pollard's a pretty good NFL guy. Like you can just go find running backs later on. Are they as good as Jeremiah Love? No. But are they like relatively closer? Yeah. You can't the difference between defensive monster Reuben Bain versus other man at his position in round 3 is way different than running back.
Sure.
And whatever hybrid model you're going to give Bain, I don't know exactly what he's going to be in the NFL, but awesome. Either way.
That's real.
But you can just find these 3rd, 4th round running backs. It's just there's just such a plethora.
It's almost like taking running back top 10 when you already have 1,000-yard rookie rusher. What a terrible franchise.
Who would do that?
Yeah. I love Bijan.
Best decision we've ever made.
That's kind of the point though. Like you take a running back that high, the running back has to be that effective that he can be more effective than your quarterback. Or a good edge rusher. Like that's the problem with taking a running back that high. Because as good as Bijan is, in as many games as he kind of won us by himself this year, the 2 primetime games versus the Bills and the Rams, he won those games for the Atlanta Falcons. Yeah, as good as he is, if the Falcons have a quarterback to Bijan's level as Bijan is as a running back, it doesn't matter. The Falcons are 11-6 this year at minimum.
I really think Cam Ward needs a running mate, and that's the reason why I asked.
No, because I get it. Like, in my opinion, I think the 3 best football players in this draft are Downs, Bain, and Jeremiah Love. Right? Like, I mean, I guess like pound for pound at their position, they're just so good that it's hard to pass up on those guys. But you just can't, and it sucks because it's not the 1990s, which I miss that sometimes. But also, I look back on some film. Like you actually watch a full game, you're like, man, I really miss some of that passing I was watching in 2026. That's fun to watch, dude. That's fun to watch.
Greg, we kind of froze you out on the wing there. Let's swing you the rock.
Yeah, I just want to bring something up to Chase, and we were talking about wide receivers and things like that. And I know next year's draft is more quarterback heavy. Correct me if I'm wrong. Wouldn't next year's draft be a little bit more wide receiver heavy with a couple of the wide receivers that are in college football now that should be entering the draft next year?
Should be.
Smith.
So that would be another thought on my mind is if I'm a Titans fan as well, like you're hoping you'll be better next year, but let's be realistic. First year head coach. I know you got the rookie quarterback that's going to be in his 2nd year. Again, there's still a lot of pieces that you guys need to fill out that team and that roster. There's a good chance that you'll be picking in the middle, if not a little bit higher, at least in the top 10 in the NFL draft next year as well. You might be able to get one of those more stud wide receivers who I would personally feel better about than either of the 2 guys that we've already talked about.
Yes and no. I'm to the point where I am not. I mean, I like Tyson just because of what I've watched, but of course, I don't do it for a true living. If you just took Carnell Tate, I feel like you just can't miss on Ohio State wide receivers right now. So it doesn't really matter which one you get; they're all good. All of a sudden, Jackson Smith-Njigba was the best wide receiver in the league
by far,
and it's kind of crazy. Like I don't know. I might as well just take one. So there's that to me. Again, as a franchise, you just cannot think like that. Even if it's realistic, you have to be unrealistic in your mindset of like, hey, we get a great OC. We've got Cam. We're going to spend $100 million. We hit on, even if you're somewhat realistic but optimistic all at the same time, you're like, we hit on 70% of these guys in a weird-ass AFC South because next year the Jacksonville Jaguars could be a 6-win team. We don't know. Let's be honest. Like if CJ just got knocked out of the gradual scale of good quarterbacks now after that horrendous game, which I think 32 other quarterbacks could have won that game for Houston. I don't know. It could be weird where you somehow become an 8-win team and then you're just like, oh, we're at the whatever. What would that be? The 20th spot, 19th spot. It's like, that sucks. Yeah. That's a sucky place to be. Sure. Shout out to Pittsburgh. I feel like that's where they're always at too. So.
Yeah. All right. Shifting gears. I had on here on my board Arvell Reese, who is the number 2 player in the class. He's mocked to the Jets pretty unequivocally, unless the Jets were to trade up for Fernando Mendoza. I thought this was a really, really fun exercise. So I just want to read you guys the Jets' first round draft picks since 2017. You tell me what you remember about these guys. 2017, Jamal Adams out of LSU.
Heavy hitter.
Yeah, dude.
2018, Sam Darnold out of USC.
Good now.
Trash, I guess not.
Good now, but neither of them are on the Jets. So
Seen ghosts.
Yeah. Quinnen Williams, 2019 Alabama.
Dog.
Decent player, but not on the Jets. Mekhi Becton.
He was good on the Jets.
Sure.
He just
he's not
around
there.
him.
Yeah.
I know he's not there anymore, but
yeah.
he just couldn't build around him. But yeah, Mekhi Becton was a solid offensive lineman.
Not on the Jets.
They just don't.
Zach Wilson, 2021 BYU.
Stud.
Terrible.
Not made for New York.
Elijah Vera Tucker, 2021 USC.
Wow, I forgot about him.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. For a second there, I thought Elijah Vera Tucker was a basketball player. So.
PJ Tucker. Jermaine Johnson out of Florida State.
Stud.
Forgot he existed. I'm gonna be honest. 2022. Wow. Yeah. 2022, Garrett Wilson, Ohio State. On the team.
So good.
On the team. Let's go.
What a shame.
2022, Sauce Gardner. Not on the team. Will McDonald. I don't know. Is he on the team?
Yeah,
anybody
he's
know? Okay. Yeah. Olu Fashanu, 2024, Penn State.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And then Armin Mimbu, who I think was decent this year, right?
I think they were like, it's just one of those things like you can only just be okay on the Jets.
Yeah. So not fantastic draft history. Obviously, not out of, I think that was 11 first round picks. What? 3 on the team?
3. That's only because they're on rookie deals.
Yeah, only rookie deals. So this Jets player, Arvell Reese, has 4 or 5 years to maximize. I don't know, guys. Maybe the Jets should just give up drafting. Maybe they should just try to sign huge free agents every year. I was legitimately thinking that. I was like, they're going to ruin another great player. Like I just don't see a way that Arvell Reese is going to succeed, because legitimately, I think to succeed as a Jets draft pick, you have to be a culture changer day one. Like, I think you have to rise above the level of Jets, excuse my language here, shit that is just, it's pervasive throughout that organization.
And is he that guy?
I don't know. I don't know much about him, to be honest. See, this is not my domain. I mean, I from what I know of him, he's a very talented guy, but you don't hear the leadership stuff about him. So, I mean, maybe he is, but
I mean, I think they could potentially be a team that swaps up with the Raiders, and the Raiders get you, hey, we'll trade you Garrett Wilson and the number 2 pick. We want the number 1 pick for Fernando Mendoza. I think that could be something tangible.
That gets it done, but then who does he throw? Who's the tight end that Justin Fields loved so much this year? What was his name?
Tyler Conklin.
Mason Taylor.
Mason Taylor.
Yeah, Justin Fields loved him. Yeah.
That's the only person he threw to.
Garrett had
and Justin Fields, might I add, still under contract. So
Fun
You have
fact:
your quarterback of the future.
Garrett Wilson was knocked out week 6, right, of the NFL for the year.
Oh yeah,
He is the Jets' leading receiver.
Yeah.
Wow.
Saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
at only 300 something yards.
Yeah.
Still have Brees.
They love
kept
Brees
Brees?
Hall, bro.
They still have Brees.
Yeah, they kept
He's a free
Brees. I
agent,
feel
though.
bad for Brees.
Yeah.
Free Brees.
He'll probably leave.
He's
Yeah.
about to get out of there.
And then Braylon Allen, I think, is coming back. But I don't know.
Woo.
I just thought it was kind of funny that the Jets are they're just historically bad, and there's just no end in sight for that franchise.
Question, because it's so bad, they would give up like a king's ransom, because like if they really want to make Joseph, they're going to go through the process of finding out, and they're like, this is our guy. And maybe he is, but I also think no matter what, these two franchises right now are so far away that if Mendoza goes there and the Jets trade up, they're going to give so much. I know that leaves the Raiders in a weird spot, but I also think don't you guys just feel like the Jets would pay like too much?
And they also have the
Like too much.
they have the Colts first round pick from the Sauce Gardner trade as well this year.
So
they have
give
some
up
extra
that,
draft
so they give
capital.
up those
Mhm.
2 picks.
Yep.
If they is for a bad decision for this is a Jets decision, do you think they would still give up those 2 picks and somebody like Garrett Wilson?
Yes, that just seems like a very Jets thing to do.
Yeah,
It just feels Jetsy.
And Garrett Wilson has looked unhappy since he got there. Like, I think he got off the bus with a frown on his face when he showed up to training camp for the first day.
Can I ask you guys, how many of you guys think that they get so frustrated when they realize, I basically have to live in New Jersey? Like, you can live in Manhattan. Yeah, and gee, you know this as well as anybody. Like, it's not Manhattan.
And honestly, if you live in Manhattan and you got to go to Jersey, I mean, the drive is annoying. The subway ride out there is annoying. Like, it is an annoying drive to get around in New York City. Again, you're not wanting to drive, so you're probably taking public transportation. Or again, I know these guys are millionaires, so they probably have private drivers and all that good stuff and can get themselves there much quicker and much more efficiently than any of us could. But it's still just annoying to have to do that and worry about that. But if you are going to play for the Jets or the Giants and you got money like that, there's no doubt you're living in New York City. You're not living in trash Jersey. You're not living in Hoboken, going to the local delicatessen right down the road to the bodega. You're not doing that.
Oh, get him out of here. Bottle him up. Hey,
You're hilarious.
there's a reason they took the Nets from New Jersey. All right.
That's what I'm saying.
But those rookie contracts, like,
Devils.
I mean, you're doing good.
Yeah, but in New York, you're not doing that good, especially if you're like a lower first round draft pick.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah, you got to live in Hoboken or some shit like that. You have to.
like, imagine if you're Puka in LA right now.
Oh,
it's tough.
He's getting taxed, dude.
Like, bro is
He's
getting like
dying.
5th round money right now,
Yeah.
but is like
Yeah.
getting treated like he's Justin Jefferson.
True.
Like it's
he's
like
probably got some good
it's
endorsement deals.
yeah, it's the endorsement deals, but until he was good,
Yeah.
like our boys probably living like in a nice, like a fine 1-bedroom, 1-bath.
A great 1-bed, 1-bath that has a coffee maker in the leasing office.
Yeah, and then he got that first endorsement. It was like,
Leasing office.
what about? So he's probably got a sick Bronco,
Yeah.
living in
That's
a
a good one.
1-bedroom, 1-bath
Yeah.
house. Like
Yeah.
that's fine, but that's also $4,700 a month. You know,
Well,
for you
look, he does have a girlfriend, and they are expecting their first child here. That was as reported mid-December.
shacking up, dude.
Who does Puka?
Puka.
Yeah, Puka
He
does.
just got divorced.
Well, nah, I think he moved on quick, brother.
Okay.
He did,
All right.
Yeah.
Good-
and he's
good
having a baby. So
Okay.
Because she cheated on him, apparently.
Yeah, that's what
And
I
that's
heard,
when
yeah.
that's when
That-
Puka like the first 5
That's
weeks.
wild.
That's what they were
Work.
saying. Yeah.
Work.
Yeah.
that's
Okay.
crazy work. Cheating
Yeah.
on Puka Nakua. Come on,
Cheating on NFL players.
that must have been that must have been before he got big.
I don't get the mental state of cheating on somebody with millions of dollars. It doesn't cross my mind, but that's why the relationship dynamics are not my thing. All right, moving on. Finally, the last thing I had a couple more prospects, but we've kind of covered all the bases of the top of the draft. Moving on, the final thing I wanted to talk about, because you can't have an NFL segment without talking about them. Dude, Kansas City at 9. I think there's some real potential here for the Chiefs to at least reload a little bit, because I think we all expect that they're going to lose Kelsey here in the upcoming weeks for good. I think he's probably done. And I mean, to be honest, his production is week to week inconsistent anyways. Chris Jones is getting older. There are 2 receivers. This would be the first year that both of those receivers would be healthy entering the season, if they do enter healthy, in Rashee Rice and
wasn't Rice dealing with legal issues?
Like Rashee Rice ain't gonna be on the team, brother.
They'll
figure it out.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think
Andy, if there's anybody, Andy Reid will just kind of figure it out.
So, anyways, the what I was looking at here is, I mean, they keep mocking Caleb Downs at 10, which is hilarious. But what if the Chiefs get Caleb Downs and they just, or they get Jeremiah Love as their mocked here, or even Keldrick Falk, who Auburn had a bad year, but I mean, Keldrick Falk is still a real like impact player talent immediately. Are the Chiefs right back to Chief status, or are they going into a little bit of a a plateau per se?
I think it'd be fun if they got Kenyon Sadiq. That guy's awesome. Just reload reload at tight end, just get the most handsome studly tight end ever, and go ball out. But obviously, I don't think so. But I'm with you. Like this is perfectly lined up for Worthy to work out, for Rice to work out, and then them getting one more stud.
Yeah. Well, if they got Love, their biggest weakness offensively over the past couple of years has been their receivers, because Rice and Worthy can't stay on the field at the same time. Oh. But 2, it's been the fact that they've relied on 35-year-old Kareem Hunt and Isaiah Pacheco to run the ball. So if you get Jeremiah Love and people actually have to start respecting the run game, I think we're talking about maybe a reloaded Chiefs offense, depending on what Patrick Mahomes looks like when he comes back from the ACL injury. I mean, I assume that's not going to be a quick process. I know ACLs are quicker than ever, but I assume that's not going to be easy. This
Pacheco thing was cool, but like, come on, bro. Like, we've got more than enough return on a 7th rounder. Like, let's
New Jersey.
Yeah, let's stop this. Rutgers' very own, man. Let's stop this. Go get us Jeremiah Love, or I mean, honestly, if Tate is there, you take him. And the reason is because I do not think Rashee Rice is going to be playing football. I don't. I think this is a redshirt year. Go ahead, G.
I was just going to ask you, Mick, specifically, since you are a Chiefs Saints hater, what would you think if those two sort of flipped between Jeremiah Love going to the Saints, because Kamara getting a little long in the tooth? It seems like maybe they want to move on from him eventually, and then you get Carnell Tate to go to the Chiefs.
I do not want Jeremiah Love in the division. That would, I mean, I can't have that.
The Falcons couldn't tackle a guy like that.
Yeah, I see it happening
Absolutely
right now.
Not.
It would be the perfect fit for New Orleans and what they need right now.
Oh, the physicality.
Yeah, I need the Chiefs to beat them to the punch. I'd rather go see Carnell Tate every two games.
I mean, a couple Ohio State wide receivers out there in New Orleans.
Olave.
Olave. With second year Shuck, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler Shuck's getting ready to take over the division.
Slinging it.
I'm not gonna lie to you, boys. We hit that Shuck anytime touchdown.
Oh, that was awesome.
That felt good. We were out here in the studio, dude.
So cool.
That was such a good one.
I mean, I saw a report today that the Falcons may keep Kirk Cousins, and I was like, oh man, Tyler Shuck's division to lose at this point. I mean, if we're gonna get the Baker, he's gonna be banged up by week 11 each year.
Watch out for those Panthers, baby.
I was about to say, you get my guy, the ever inconsistent Bryce Young. But I mean, I don't know.
Play bad.
The Panthers built a good team around Bryce. They did what a lot of these NFL teams don't. They built a structure around him to hide his inconsistencies and kept them in a lot of games that they definitely shouldn't have been in with Bryce Young at them. I love Bryce, but come on.
My do-rag is ready for you, Mike Penix.
Oh God,
come on, baby.
Do you believe in him?
I don't have anything else to believe in.
We have to. We're pot committed.
I ain't got nothing else, bro.
Like, so would you consider? Who do you want to start the season? Cousins or him? Like, if you
neither, yeah.
But I mean, if you had to choose, if you're going to choose, like, who would you want?
Tua, yeah.
Kyler Murray.
Tua. He plays incredible at Mercedes-Benz.
He's good indoors.
He's so good at Mercedes-Benz.
He is really good.
I'm
there.
Just kidding.
Hey, did y'all? And I'm sorry, a minute tangent, and I will wrap it up. Tua, there's this conspiracy theory that at practice he is the best player in the NFL, but then apparently in games, he completely flips a switch because he's scared of getting hit in like live rep situations due to the concussions he's had. Because apparently Darren, aka Perk Waller, was like, yeah, he's the most accurate quarterback I've ever had the pleasure of playing football with my entire career from Pop Warner to now. But when he's in games, he has like this mental switch that just clicks and he just freezes up.
Well, let's think about who Darren Waller played with.
Daniel Jones, the great. What is it? What was his name? Tommy DeVito. Was that? Am I getting that wrong?
Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, Tommy DeVito.
But listen, that boy was awesome this year until he got hurt.
Who?
Derek Carr.
Daniel Jones.
Oh yeah. I'm not. This is not a diss on Jones. I'm just
That's like say
throwing it out there.
He's
that's
done,
one of the
though, bro.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I feel for the Colts. I know you don't.
Not at all.
They put their chips in, and like I've never seen something go up in smoke so fast.
I love a good story though, so I'm not gonna hate on Daniel Jones. I never ever want. I'd rather just beat Daniel Jones. I'd rather him just go back to being bad Daniel than ever getting hurt. But I love that story. I was like, dude, Daniel Jones just said, "Screw you guys.
Yeah,
you guys can have your crazy Bash Brothers combo with Cam Scatabo and Jackson Dart. I'm going to go ball." And he did. And he was awesome. So I never really wanted that. And the Titans were so bad this year, it just didn't really matter.
Yeah.
We saw that early. Speaking of Cam Scatabo, did you guys see that the meme of Harbaugh walking in, meeting Cam for the first time? And it was whenever in the longest yard, Adam Sandler meets the guy who's like slamming his head against the wall.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, that's such a perfect
that's
analogy. That's so perfect.
Dude.
And it's just Adam Sandler being like, this is our guy. So yeah, it's perfect.
Bro.
Hey, Giants have a top 5 pick as well. Hey, I'm excited for the NFL draft this year. I think this one has big boy implications across the board because there weren't a whole lot of great NFL teams this year. I know we haven't crowned a Super Bowl champion, but there was a lot of average teams across the board who could really use a first rounder to kind of shore up some of those holes they got. All right, Chase, the new secret mini segment. Go ahead and promo it while I get my stuff pulled up here.
Okay, so we were really excited about this one as young Drew, and I mean young Drew, the man that was not alive for said 9/11, just flabbergasted us on his lack of knowledge of our great 90s, early 2000s pop culture, realistically, and also mainly movies. And I think his father is also on this train. He sent him a lot of movies to watch. But each week we are going to give this man a task, a little homework assignment, if you will. And this week we task him with watching one of the Disney favorites, one of the all-time greats, led by Ben Stiller, Heavyweights. Drew, please give us your first movie review.
All right, yeah, I took some notes. For anybody out there that doesn't understand how bad this actually is, I have never seen the Mighty Ducks, so there is a big gap in my knowledge of pop culture movies and references. So, all right, Heavyweights, a movie that would not be made today, or at least not made the way that it was made back then. I definitely watched it out of season. It felt a little wrong watching it as it was 20 degrees outside, and I was scared to go outside because it was too cold. Drips with unique style as soon as it starts. Like, it's definitely a movie that's not afraid to pull its punches. It has a ton of style. Like, I mean, it is truly hammy and just goofy in all the silly ways that Disney movies were. I put down here, putting a kid on a plane by himself. I don't think you'd see that much today. They do that like halfway through the movie, or actually at the beginning of the movie. All-star 90s cast. Ben Stiller, the dad from Arrested Development, young Kenan Thompson. They even had there's a 90s sitcom I like, 90s early 2000s, Frasier. They had Kenny Daly in there as the camp counselor.
Yep.
There was a New York Islanders shirt, a Falcons jersey, and a Panthers shirt, all worn within like the first 15 minutes of this movie. So who knows where this actually is. And if you enjoy making light of fat people just for the fun of it, this would be a 10 out of 10 movie for you. Like, absolutely. Like, they make fun of fat people the entire movie, like pretty unabashedly. So all that to say, this movie sucked. It was so bad. Like, I told Chase, I honestly think this movie needed to be rated R, because there were times where they wanted to go for it, but then they were on Disney. And then you get this weird Ben Stiller performance, which is so confusing. Like, his motivations almost halfway make sense. And then like halfway through the movie, he kind of forgets about the whole infomercial thing, and he just hates the kids. So I don't know, man. I give it a 4 out of 10. My final score for Heavyweights was a 4 out of 10.
He just doesn't get it because he didn't grow up in the 90s. Like, it just, because you are accustomed to these movies being rated R movies, It's just what happened.
No. I've watched Disney movies.
But this is a different.
That's what I told you. Like I'm more protective of those 2000s Disney movies as you guys are heavyweights. Greg, have you seen this movie?
I have not seen Heavyweights, no.
Okay.
Homework assignment.
Yeah.
Greg will love this as a man that loves the 90s.
Yeah.
As a man that still watches Boy Meets World podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I watched the show. I haven't really listened to the podcast much. I've been listening to a lot of the Scrubs rewatch podcast lately, trying to catch up desperately before the new series drops late February.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I want to get. I've never seen the original, but I want to get into the new remake. The new remake looks good.
Drew, what year were you born?
2002.
Okay. So are we going like popcorn around like movies where
you guys at the end of this segment every time you guys pick the next movie for the next week that I watch.
Perfect.
Yeah, you guys
I feel like you got something to say.
Yeah. I want you to watch Juice with Tupac.
Juice,
the movie Juice. It's a hood classic.
What year was it made?
Man, this is at least 90.
I'll get it pulled up here.
Please.
Yeah, please pull the movie up. I got to figure out where
take
I
a
watch
guess.
that.
What's the guess before we look this up?
94.
92.
92.
Yeah.
It's on Pluto. Oh, or Paramount Plus. I can watch it. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right.
I want you to watch Juice and give us a movie review.
All right, it's
Dog.
rated R 1992.
Dog.
Okay.
When I tell you those early 90s movies, like the graphics that you grew up with, the cinematography that you were just blessed with,
Tupac's in the movie.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay.
He's in the movie.
I'm telling you, buddy, you're about to get like some of these like cuts and stuff. It's just gonna be so funny to you.
How does this compare to the Eminem one, the movie that he would? You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah, 8 Mile. Yeah.
Hey, Malcolm, why don't you compare Tupac's movie, please?
This is apples and oranges.
Okay. All right. Cool.
You're gonna be able to walk to any black establishment and say, like, if somebody's like, "You ain't never watched Juice," you'd be like, "Actually, I."
Okay.
This is I'm putting you on right now.
I'm excited.
How real quick?
Yeah.
Just for us to tap into the black culture real quick.
Yeah.
That watching Juice gives you a lot of credit, especially for our age and older.
Yes, I will say, because it's like there's the cliche ones like Friday, Boys in the Hood. You know, those are like tier A, but like Juice is like you know somebody.
I haven't seen either of those.
Damn, Drew.
Friday is a white person's movie.
Yeah,
wait. What is Boys in the Hood? Which one is that?
Boys in the Hood, man. That's with Ice Cube, and that's gonna be with.
I've seen parts of that movie.
Yeah, like it's really good. It's about South Central LA and basically like growing up Cuba Gooding Jr. Yeah, that's another one you need to watch.
All right, well,
that's a good one. Yeah, Cuba Gooding Jr. was
yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, we'll start with Juice and then I'll work my way around. And also, guys,
let's go Juice and then we'll find like another version like a Disney.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very cool. All right. That was the I guess I'm gonna what would we call it? Drew's 2-minute movie review.
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah.
Everybody cool with that?
That really rhymes too.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. And I didn't use ChatGPT, I promise.
Drew's
So moving on here, we have about 10 to 15 minutes left, depending on who you ask, either us or the people or Chase's wife. But we have 15 minutes, right?
My wife's probably going to bed in like 10, 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
So
We got-
it's one of those things like, you know, shout out, but it's just we're just early bed people nowadays.
Sure. Okay. All right. So with our last little bit of allotted time here, we wanted to move on to the NBA, which has not gotten a ton of love on this podcast while football has been going on. If you have not watched the solo videos that I put up on YouTube, feel free to check those out. But we wanted to play a little bit of NBA buy or sell as we approach the trade deadline. Fellas, I'm going to give you 5 teams that we're going to discuss, and you're going to tell me if they need to be buyers or sellers. The first team, very topical right now, as their second best player, Jimmy Butler, 36-year-old forward for the Golden State Warriors, just tore his ACL last night. And they have a young Jonathan Kuminga who they're paying $22 million. And yeah, he's demanding a trade. Yeah, and he's not playing. Gentlemen, I would ask buy or sell, but I almost need to ask, what in the world do the Golden State Warriors do? Anybody?
You have a meeting with Steph Curry tomorrow, and you ask him, what do you want? Do you want to go home to Charlotte? I know that's been something that's been on your heart for years. I do not want to hold you hostage. If you want to go home to Charlotte, we will blow this thing up right now and get a king's ransom for you and blow this entire team up and start the new era of Warriors basketball, period. That's a conversation I'm having this week with Steph Curry.
Because let me say, they're 25-19 right now in the standings, which is okay, but they're not going to go anywhere in the West. And the idea was probably with Jimmy and Steph and hopefully probably using Kuminga around the trade deadline to now bolster that dynamic duo, which Jimmy's having a good season. I looked last night, almost 21 a game, 6 points, 5 rebounds, super high field goal percentage.
He was trying in the regular season.
Yeah, absolutely. Malcolm, you may be right. I just Curry, Draymond, and the boys is just not. It's just not enough, especially in the Western Conference. If they were in the East, like legitimately, I think you could maybe convince yourself. Like, we just go get one more bolstering piece. Trade Kuminga's $20 million, but in the West, I don't see it unless Podziemski's got to take a step up, Moody's got to take a step up, Buddy Hield, Will Riker. I mean, literally every person I could read on the roster has got to take a step up if you're going to convince yourself not to at least think about it.
That team in that roster that Chase just showed. Thank you, by the way, CG.
I got you.
Bro, it's not going to get you a championship. I don't even think that's going to get you out of the play-in. Like being honest, like as of right now, like and go down to the East for me if you don't mind.
Yeah.
All right, looking Charlotte. Yes, there's 16-27, but there's so many pieces that you can get.
Good point.
Like, give me LaMelo. Give me, just
Bridges, Knipple, Sexton, Kalkbrenner if you want a young player.
There's a lot that you can get, G.
They won't. Con for me would have to be in the deal. Con or Brandon Miller, whichever one.
LaMelo needs to be in that deal for me as a Golden State Warrior.
Yeah, there's a lot that you could get. It's just, I don't know.
What if they packaged Steph and Draymond, keep them together to go play in Charlotte,
and then you give them back what, LaMelo and Miles Bridges?
Yeah.
And you need more than that.
I think you need LaMelo
and a pick. What about a pick?
Yeah, but the Hornets have picks. The Warriors do not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so
give them a pick.
Yeah, you give them a pick, maybe I don't know. In that deal, you probably need 2 firsts.
Grant, come on.
Yeah, Grant. Oh, Grant.
Yikes.
But I mean, it's a pretty good idea. Not the worst idea. For me, if Steph wants to be in Golden State, you buy. And you just keep buying until Steph does not want to be in Golden State. But Malcolm, you're right. If he wants out, then look, I get it. You're mortgaging your future, but legitimately Steph Curry is being guarded out of bounds right now. Did you guys see that clip the other day?
Yeah.
Colin Sexton guarding him out of bounds because he's got so much gravity compared to any of the rest of the offensive weapons on this Golden State team. If he wants to go, we go.
Look at this. Look at this, dude.
It's terrible. I agree. And Draymond's awful this year. Like, seriously, like his offensive game is the worst it's ever been.
Yeah, and the thing that was so valuable about Dre,
click on him.
Yeah, I was going to see if I could just pull up the percentages because
43% of the guy that doesn't take threes.
Splits,
field goal percentage, dog.
Yeah,
5 and 5. Like I understand that you 5 and 5 is like sounds okay, but in this day and age, 5 rebounds, 5 assists in the minutes he gets is not.
No, I mean,
not for his use too.
And his impact is at an all-time low. Not only is his offensive game, but his impact. I mean, he's old. He and Steph are old. You're not supposed to play at a high level at this age. So
yeah, Draymond's what 30? Yeah, 35. He's my age. Because I was thinking, I think we grew up at the same time.
He's 35. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because me and everybody compared us, they're like, I wonder if Chase is going to go to the NBA draft.
Man.
Hey, dude, Drew knows that's basically my game.
Coming up, the last ride, Chattanooga Sports League.
One last round. I'm getting in shape, and then the first day
March 15th.
I try to take a basketball workout. I hurt my back.
Yeah, hurt my neck fist bumping to you guys. All right, next team, the Cleveland Cavaliers. All right, they currently sit at 24-20 in the East. This was a team that a lot of people had marked as one of the title contenders before the year. And I mean, I know they're still. What were they? The 5th seed, Chase?
7th. Sorry, pulling up.
Oh my gosh, they fell to the 7th seed. Okay, I know that they're still.
It's weird in like the 5 through 7.
Yeah, they were the 5 when I checked the other day. I know they're still the 7th seed, but man, they have looked unhappy this year. Like seriously, not a happy basketball team. And I think we're now at the time where Is it time to get Darius Garland out of there? Is it time to choose Donovan Mitchell officially as your one small guard and prove once and for all that you can't have 2 6'3" and under guards next to each other in the NBA and be a winning basketball team?
What do y'all feel like they need the most? What's the biggest need right now for the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Dude, they're missing Ty Jerome. Jerome was such a huge piece of what they did last year.
Could they use a guy like Giannis Antetokounmpo?
Yes. I think they could take him. I mean
so to me, they need a solid forward. I mean, they have centers, they have big guys, but do you really want to rely on Chase? You know about him, DeAndre Hunter?
What might have been?
Yes, right. If you get rid of Giannis, then Mobley's got to be in the deal.
100% Mobley's got to be in the damn deal.
And if Mobley's got to be in the deal to get Giannis, Mobley's got to be in the deal to get Giannis. Like I'm like, oh, sorry, Evan, we liked you. Good job.
Can we give him Darius and DeAndre?
And a lot of picks. It's got to be.
Yeah,
I think that might work. Salaries probably line up pretty well there, but yeah,
I don't know if they'd take that.
Well,
what about Darius? What about Darius and Mobley?
Yes,
I think they would take Darius.
Yeah, I think Darius and Mobley, but then you kind of reset your team to Giannis and Mitchell. And I'll be honest, Greg, with your team, like I would still take your team over that easily.
Oh, for sure. And the Knicks have been struggling lately.
Yeah, and I would still take them over that in the playoff series. Hey, I take that team in green over just about anybody right now.
I can't believe they're the 2 seed.
I know, isn't it awesome?
I can't believe this freaking Celtics team's the 2 seed.
Yeah, it's really fun. Just a lot of guys playing really good Celtics basketball.
Tatum just chilling on ice right now.
Yeah, it's great. Dude, game of the year last year if you missed it on Peacock. But
God, I forgot. Jalen Dart. Listen, I'm a little behind on my NBA. I keep up, but I can't always. Jalen at a 30 piece is
all-star starter.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But like it's not ethical hoops. Man.
Oh, Malcolm.
It's not
no.
It's not as unethical as somebody out in Oklahoma. But I don't know. I gotta chill out with my disdain and not like for Jaylen Brown.
Why don't you?
He's been better at that this year. You should watch a game, Malcolm.
No. I have.
Yeah.
And I respect
it. Mickey does watch the NBA. I will give him that.
Yeah, I have. Like Jaylen Brown is an awesome basketball player. I just know why he's number 2 and Jason Tatum's number 1. And that's just period. Like it's clear as day.
How far do you think this team goes?
The Celtics? Well, without Jason Tatum, they definitely have a ceiling because, like you saw last night, if Jaylen Brown is unable to hit the game winner, they can't beat a team like the Pistons. And I think that goes same with the Knicks. Although the Knicks have a slightly worse record right now, and they have been just tripping their way through the last 3 weeks have just been a kind of not very fun if you're a Knicks fan. They're 2-8. Oh my goodness, I didn't realize that was that bad.
They've won. Yeah, they've lost 9 out of their last 10. I know they were missing Josh Hart for a little while. Brunson was out for a minute. Cat has fouled out just about every other game. It's not good. It's not good. Jalen had to hold a players only closed door type of meeting today, a come to Jesus moment today, and I hope to God because they sure as shit have the talent to be really really good and to be a title contender. But they're not playing like it right now. I don't know if it's just the guys. I don't know if it's Mike Brown, but like they are getting embarrassed in these games. It's not like they're losing close games. They're getting embarrassed by worse teams.
Who was it? The Mavericks
on their home floor. The Mavericks yesterday blew them out in their home court. They couldn't defend the 3 to save their life.
Yeah.
It was like, oh my goodness, the way they were shooting the 3 last night was like Miggy out there when we played 21.
Oh gosh.
But I mean, terrible.
I think I would still take this Knicks team without Jason Tatum over the Celtics in a 7-game series, especially how the Knicks and Celtics tend to play each other. I know, but I just know. I know when the lights go on against the
without
Celtics,
Jason Tatum, the way that they have matchups, with their wing players, you might be able to contain Jaylen Brown a little bit.
Sure. Yeah, you contain Jaylen Brown and you try to exploit some of the younger guys that have had to play big minutes for the Celtics, but. Moving on. The next team I had, and we already kind of talked about it, was the Bucks. Like, do they? I think I personally, yeah, I would sell, but they're 18 and 24, 18 and 24, and it's not like they're 18 and 24 and Giannis has come back and they won a bunch of games in a row. They've been better, don't get me wrong, but against the best teams, like right there, Chase, you just saw it. Against the best teams in the league, the Timberwolves, Nuggets, and Spurs, 3 straight losses there by double digits. So, and the Nuggets don't even Nikola Jokic right now. So, yeah, man, I just
it's not enough.
Yeah, Miles Turner was a fine idea to get Giannis to stay, and Giannis came out and said he wants to be with Milwaukee his whole career. Look, dude, they maximize the franchise to get you that one title. It's over now. Everybody move on, wash your hands clean, and anybody think any different?
You know what it sort of feels like, before y'all answer it sort of feels like Giannis is such like a good company guy that he's like, I don't want to be that guy. His image matters to him. I don't want to be that guy that like forces his way out of Milwaukee. It's kind of like Giannis is like, they're in a relationship and he's like, I want the Bucks to be the one to break up with me. Like, I don't want to break up the Bucks. I want them to let me go, sort of thing.
Sure. Yeah.
I hate to say it. I think you're so right. He doesn't want to look like an American.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to look like one of these American players, because you're right. The image matters to him. And he doesn't want to be a diva, but you're like, dude, I kind of want to be a diva. I get why these guys ask for these trades. You're like, that'd be fun right now to go somewhere else and try to win, because that roster ain't going to do it.
No. And especially because they've got to pay Dame for the next 2 years. They bought Damian Lillard out. So his salary is still on their books for the next 2 years.
It's gross.
And they still have to pay Miles Turner. And I guess your next leading scorer, what was it? Bobby Portis Jr., Ryan Rollins?
You ready?
That exciting anybody?
Let me pull up real quick. I'll share that screen.
Kevin Porter Jr. Whew. Oh, boy.
Come on.
Here we go, boys. This is it. Kevin Porter Jr.
Yeah, I'm just
scorer.
And I mean, Kevin Porter Jr., yeah, the stats look good, but I'll be honest. If you go watch a Bucks game right now and tell me if you think Kevin Porter Jr. is a net positive or net negative as many minutes as he plays. Like, I think Porter Jr. is a guy that's fine in spurts, but coming off the bench. But with that usage rate and 34 minutes a game, get out of here. Yeah.
I forgot they had Cole Anthony too.
Yeah.
This is such a weird roster of like C players. Like
and Mark Sears.
My gosh, dude.
Like, they got a bunch of the same guy. Like Gary Harris, Cole Anthony, and Cole can't really. I mean, he can shoot sometimes.
They look similar.
They got a lot of good shooting.
They're all like small, mid-sized guys.
Yeah, like I love Bobby. I mean, Kyle, I thought was about to be the one, and he just did not.
You can't get over 2 years of Wizards stink. Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma have proven it. Once you go to the Wizards and you take as many shots as you want, and you take whatever shot you want for 2 years,
and then you come back to like an organized, like
it's over.
Like an actual high school.
It's a long road,
Can't
brother.
Get it back. It's kind of like what Chase and I are going to try to do in men's league. We don't know if we
dude. Watch out, boys. If I lose this weight, I get these little plyo workouts back, and Drew's going to be out a lot. I'm going to put up some shots, boys.
Real quick.
One last ride, Daddy's going to put up 20 a game on 35 shots.
Where does Giannis go?
Who's the best? Like, I mean,
I'm asking y'all.
It's hard to speculate, man, because he could legitimately, the two teams that feel like they're primed to take him would be the Spurs and the Rockets, because they have the contracts that they can piece together. Mm-hmm. You can get the Van Fleet money, the Dorian Finney-Smith money off your books. You can even pair like a guy like Jabari Smith with him, take that back. And then, the Spurs apparently can do whatever they want. So they also could take him and kind of destroy the league. But I don't know, man. Like if you're now the Rockets, I get doing it because they've kind of struggled as of late too. But if you're the Spurs, do you mess with this?
No.
Like I think I don't think you introduced the Giannis Antetokounmpo experience, which like Giannis is banged up. Like he didn't play every game,
and he has like lingering calf issues that people don't talk about. So I don't honestly. If I'm Rob, I might pick up the phone.
Oh, Pelinka?
Yeah. And I'm like, yo.
If you have, I mean, what would that be?
That'd be Austin.
I don't think it would have. It'd be very specific because I think it'd have to be a 3-teamer if you did that. Because the Lakers are above the second apron, I believe.
Yeah, they are.
So it would almost have to be LeBron James.
Holy
shit, it wouldn't be a straight up 2-teamer. So
I'm cool at this moment as much as I love LeBron. the Lakers stuff is done.
Oh yeah,
Like it's actually kind of like hindering the team, and nobody wants to say anything. Maybe a 3-team trade between the Bucks, the Warriors.
The Nets have some cap space that they could help out with.
Hey, Michael Porter Jr. needs to be moved ASAP. He is out there.
He's gonna be an all-star.
Yeah.
Let that man cook. Let him just get all of his money.
I love what he's doing right now. He's just like, yo, this is about me. I got my ring already. I'm gonna be an efficient Jordan Poole.
Did real quick on that. Did both teams, or I guess in this situation, did Michael Porter and the Nuggets both win?
I don't think the Nuggets won at all because look at Cam Johnson this year. Not great.
I mean, but I still feel like they're the same. They're going to be the same record team. Like,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing changed.
I think the Nets will probably end up having to trade Porter Jr. So yeah, they get an ROI, and then I guess the Nuggets win because they get Porter Jr.'s salary and long-term deal off of their books, and now you're moving into Cam Johnson zone. So
yeah, Cam Johnson, but the Tim Hardaway thing, it's all the same. But.
Yeah, Tim Hardaway, he's been good. All right, last team. We need to wrap it up here. I have the Grizzlies. We talked a little bit about Ja before. I had the Rockets written down. We kind of just talked about them. That would be the only move in my mind, or unless they wanted to trade for a pure point guard, which doesn't really exist in the NBA anymore. So, anyways, yeah. The Grizzlies, because a couple things. We already talked about the Ja thing, but more than that. So they're 18-23. They're out of the play-in in the West. They have Cedric Coward, who is a rookie and kind of a bright spot for them, who's been really good. His numbers aren't incredible, but he does like the basketball player things. So my question would be, one, is there a Ja trade out there? I went over this pretty extensively a couple days ago, but two, is there more trades out there for this Grizzlies team who already did the Bane trade? You just further blow it up with this core and say, hey, it was cool. What were they? The 2 seed that one year when they were 50-32 in 2022.
Yeah, Jenkins.
Yeah, with Taylor Jenkins, the Dylan Brooke year. But hey, this thing has run its course. Let's get everybody out of here. Start new with Coward, maybe Edie. We'll have to see on his injury stuff. And you get Jaren Jackson's money and Ja Morant's money off your books. Do those trades appeal to the Grizzlies, or do they just say, we'll stick with what we got for a little while longer here? Because again, we went over the Ja thing. Now he did have a great game in London the other day. I don't know if you guys saw 22, 6 and 11. Great game. They blew out the Magic in London, but he also only plays every fourth game. So
he publicly came out on Monday and said that, I do not want.
Yeah, he said he didn't want to leave. Yeah.
He's like, I have a Memphis Grizzly tatted on my back. Like literally, I have a tattoo of the Grizzlies. I don't want to leave. I think you have to keep him because I think the city would absolutely riot, like physically riot, if they lost. Like, I think that would be the end of the Memphis Grizzlies in Memphis. Like, I think they would be an expansion team somewhere else. Like, almost putting them in, like, Seattle or something.
Yeah. If you lose because that's the talk now with expansion, because they want to do NBA Europe and all that, and the NBA is trying to take over the European market first before expansion. The talk is the Pelicans, because
the Pelicans are Memphis makes too much money. They're great there. Like, it's one of those things, like, they just have the perfect size. They got a fat daddy deal for the stadium. Like, they're just made to kill them.
Yeah.
Memphis loves
with
it.
FedEx. Yeah. I mean, it's huge. It just, I could see New Orleans too.
Yeah.
My only thing is, don't do the Trae Young situation. You should have got rid of him sooner.
Now they're pot committed. Is that it?
Yeah. Like, don't do this. Just when you feel it, get rid of him. It's time. And I hate to say that because I think Ja was like, it's so like where Trae, just people liked him because he was a short, small guy putting up big numbers and he looked flashy, but it wasn't winning basketball. There was a point where Ja Morant was winning basketball, the most fun player to watch on his way. You're like, dude, screw that Zion guy. Ja Morant is the face of the league.
Was tracking before he picked up the Glock, dude.
Yeah, we got to get him out of Memphis.
Hey, that's the thing.
He's got it.
Dude,
can we go?
You're gonna send him to Chicago?
Salt Lake City, brother.
I'm sending him to Utah too for sure.
Yeah, dude. Get that boy to safety. I want no gun laws.
Oh man.
I need him worried if he picks up a gun. You know?
So no Jaren Jackson trade at all. You you don't move him.
I don't think
he's another guy I can't stand to watch.
God, dude, you're gonna.
Yeah. He's so flawed.
Memphis is in such a crappy spot. They're just gonna get pennies on the dollar. Like they're in such a terrible spot because everybody knows they hate their guys right now.
Yeah.
So like,
they hate everybody.
what are you gonna get out of it? Yeah, they're like, well, we like
Cam
this rookie,
Spencer.
and then they also love G.G. Jackson, and he just didn't work out.
Yeah, and they look. Memphis has so many good players like Jalen Wells, Vince Williams Jr. They have a lot of these guys, but Memphis obviously needs a reset for top end talent. So I don't know. Rich Paul said that the Lakers should target Jaren Jackson Jr. G, any final thoughts from you, brother, as we round into 1 hour and 20 minutes here?
Nope, that sounds good to me.
Oh, okay. Malcolm, anything from you, brother?
No, man. I'm
Chase?
good.
We're all good here, man. Great week, boys. College football feels weird. It's over. That's all.
It's over. It was a fun season, though. And
college basketball game day starts this week. That's going to be a different approach.
Yeah, no doubt.
Can't wait. Cameron crazy watching every single college basketball game on a Saturday. This has been episode 177 of Chat It Up Sports. Thank you guys so much for watching live. Subscribe down below if you are on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Check tomorrow for wherever you get your podcasts. If you want to re-listen, you can listen to it on 1.5 speed. That's what I do. I go back and listen and see if we made the right points, see if we did good. Anything else you want to plug? College basketball catch-up from Chase coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Series that's going to be starting exclusively probably on our YouTube channel. The eye test on YouTube and podcast. And Greg, the college assistant coach show. You want to say a little bit about that before we head out?
Yeah, I just started putting some renderings on a logo for that one. I am planning to do a show called the Assistant Coaches Lounge where we'll be interviewing. It'll be like a solo interview show with yours truly, just talking about assistant coaches from around mostly college athletics and various sports. Maybe we'll dip into the high school level. Hopefully we'll dip into the pro level as well. It would be awesome to get a chance to talk to some assistant coaches. And the reason why I wanted to put some shine on the assistant coach's name is because, one, I am an assistant coach, and two, a lot of the times the shine goes to the head coach, as it should. But behind the scenes, as I'm beginning to understand and learn, as an assistant coach, we're responsible for a lot of the things that go on a day-to-day basis within all of these teams and these programs and these organizations. So I would love to hear the stories from a bunch of different people's perspective that are assistant coaches, again, at any various level. So if you're listening to this and you are an assistant coach, hit me up and we'll link up and hopefully we'll get that rolling here in the next month or so.
All righty, boys. That is all the plugs we've got for you. Again, subscribe, follow us on everything. We love you. Peace.